The woman gave birth to a strange baby, and the doctor was shocked as the child was only the size of a fist. The doctor told the father that this was a case of congenital underdevelopment, and the baby might not survive the night. However, not only did the child survive, but he also grew up healthy and reached the age of 12. But 12-year-old Simon was only as tall as a 5-year-old child. He was born severely nearsighted, and his appearance was quite unattractive. People around him made him, calling him a big rat. His classmates liked to lift him up, as if he were a toy, and even the teachers were always targeting him, thinking that he was disrupting the class. Simon's only friend Joe was the handsomest boy in the school. Joel was especially kind to Simon, even installing a passenger seat on his bicycle for him. Simon loved to go swimming with Joe. He enjoyed diving underwater and holding his breath while Joe helped him keep track of the time. Joe noticed two female classmates rowing on the lake. The girl rowed over and started talking to Joe, who briefly with a couple of words. By the time Simon surfaced, Joe had already forgotten where he had left off. Counting as Simon turned his head, he froze, captivated by the girl in the yellow headband. He liked her, but only dared to whisper his feelings to Joe. Joe wanted to tell the girl what Simon was thinking, but Simon quickly covered his mouth. Watching them playfully struggle, the girls silently left. Joe asked Simon why he didn't confess. Simon stared at the girl as she walked away, silently, reflecting for a long time, but soon he regained his calm. He had always believed that God had made him this way for a special mission he was destined to fulfill. Though Joe didn't fully believe it, he never contradicted him. Joe was an illegitimate child, never knowing who his father was. His mother, however, was the most beautiful woman in town, and whenever she appeared, she attracted the attention of every man. She came to watch the kids' baseball game, so the coach decided to put Simon in the game. Simon struggled to put on his helmet and picked up the small baseball bat designated for him. The opponents, upon seeing him, mocked him openly. The only person who spoke up for Simon was Joe's mother. When Simon missed every ball, she said, "That was a great way to watch." Whenever Simon greeted her, she would always respond with a warm smile. That evening, Simon wanted to stay over at Joe's house. His father coldly said over the phone she was shocked by his indifferent attitude. Without saying much, she called Simon over, gave him a warm hug, and kissed him goodnight. Simon, small size, made it impossible for him to find a suitable sweater, so Joe's mother knitted one for him by hand. Although her skills were clumsy, it was filled with selfless love. Once at church, Simon was punished by his teacher for speaking back to the priest. The teacher didn't care why Simon had spoken out. She just lectured him relentlessly, criticizing everything from his family background to his academic performance. She even mocked Simon's belief that I am destined for something great, calling it nonsense. She stormed in, called Simon and Joe out of the classroom, shut the door, and began a heated argument with the teacher, angrily telling her that she wasn't worthy of being Simon's teacher. Joe's mother, along with Joe, was probably Simon's only luck in life that day. She came to watch Simon play baseball again. Simon gave it his all and hit the most perfect ball of his life, but in doing so, he shattered his one and only piece of luck.